Hi guys. Today we're going to do an intro to Ashley Trevino. This is a rabbit hole that I recently discovered, and when I say it is absolutely insane, that is not an exaggeration. It's not just me saying that, oh, it's so crazy, it's so wild. Her presence on TikTok is like something that I don't think that I've seen on social media to this degree of like storylines, timelines, situations, dramas, people. Like, it's an unhinged mess. But I want to give you all an intro and some of the like bigger things that I've come across while I continue to consume more of this nonsense. There's a reason a lot of people are talking about her, and the reason that I'm covering her is because there's been a long period of time where I have covered family vloggers, mommy influencers, daddy influencers, whatever you want to label them. These parental people who decide to jump on social media, show everyone how bad of a parent they are, and then say, oh my god, I've got a bunch of haters. Why does everyone uh, come at me? Why are they upset? They're just jealous. Um, People like that I've covered pretty consistently. She might be one of the worst parents that I've ever come across on social media, minus people like Ruby Frankie and all of that. But let's start at the top. So Ashley, which I will refer to her as Ashley or Ash, she goes by both. She's a 35-year-old TikToker. She resides in the state of Texas, and she's known for insulting her own followers, constantly being on live stream, ignoring the needs of her two children, whom are 13 and 15 as of my filming this video. She is constantly yelling at her subscribers, calling them stupid, telling them that they don't matter, calling them bitches, um, and she's monetizing all of it. Her main two things on TikTok are dry bagging and battling. I don't know a lot about TikTok battles and how all of that works. I see it happening. I don't watch people that are battling because I just don't care. I don't understand the lore. I don't understand the entertainment in that. But basically, I think that you battle to see like who can collect more gifts and money during a certain period of time. That's kind of what I've gathered. But she dry bags a lot, and she is a full-time content creator. And yes, that is in air quotes if you're listening only, because I don't consider what she's doing creating content. I don't consider her to be, um, creating something that is of value, even if it's entertainment value, and putting it out to people on social media. I think that what she does is talentless and at times very dangerous and distasteful, but we'll get there. Now, she's been known as the inmate hopper because Ashley has a long history of dating inmates that are obviously currently locked up. She claims that she has dated anywhere in between 20 and 30 inmates, some of them being violent offenders, and she brags about it. She thinks that it's something that is noteworthy or worth compliments or a way to make people envy her or feel jealous that she's inmate hopping. It's a very weird thing. Like, you could never make me envious of somebody who is bragging about going out of their way to date multiple men that are behind bars. And she almost looks at it too, like, I've noticed, like a control thing.
The people have you as a famous name as an inmate hopper. I guess it's because I date inmates, and my ex-boyfriend that came home is an inmate or an ex-inmate.
Inmates have you talked to in your whole lifetime?
Hold up, you should have let me calculated this. But last time I checked, so Jesse was number, I think he was like 20 something, like 25 maybe. And I've only talked to one more after him, so probably 26 in the last 5 years.
That is a lot. What the heck? Okay, I have another question. Why do you prefer inmates?
I prefer inmates because I feel like if you're going to get hurt, it's better to get hurt while they're incarcerated than out here in the free world. Because like I just said earlier, my ex, Jesse, when he actually left and we broke up, that one hurt. Like I still feel hurt till this day. Like, I still cry. Nobody knows, but I do. He really hurt me because I really thought he could come home, be with me, have a family. We were going to be happy. I did everything for that. Happy that I was the first girl he ever messed with while he was out of prison, Like now he's been with everybody, but it's like, hold up, I was the first one to do that. You're my 30th inmate. Did I not tell you that? You really are. I swear, I've been with 30 inmates. Ruby! I swear.
Because she will say things like, well, if they're behind bars and they're talking to me, they can't interact with other women, but that's just simply untrue because they're interacting with you. What would make you think that they're not interacting with other people besides you? Now, before going viral for being an inmate hopper and dry begging and battling people on TikTok, Ash was actually married twice. Her first husband was her high school boyfriend. She got married. They were married for about 9 years. They had the 2 children that I mentioned earlier that are now teenagers. And sadly, after their marriage and separation of a couple years, fast forward to 2023, and he sadly did die from leukemia. So her first husband is no longer in the picture. Now, you would think that somebody that passed away or died from leukemia, you would want to make sure that you respect them. And if you are going to talk about them on your social media, and they were not a bad person, like why would you want to disrespect somebody who's not here? Instead of taking that route, Ash, in one clip that's been going very viral, she is singing, F my baby daddy, F my baby daddy, oh wait, he's dead.
This is Israel Gress. This is her high school sweetheart. They were married for, I believe, 9 years, separated for 2. Their separation was in 2015. Their divorce was final in 2017. They had 2 kids together, Haley and Eviana. Haley was born in 2009. Eviana was born in 2012. Their separation and their, when they filed for the divorce and when it was final, all that stuff, it's public information. And if you want to look it up, you can look it up on Ellis County website.
Literally talking about the guy that she was married to for 9 years. It was her high school boyfriend. They had 2 children together. That is the classless way that she carries herself. So that was one clip that I saw that was going around. Now, her second marriage is to somebody named Isaiah, and Isaiah is, from what I understand, still locked up, and he is locked up for charges that have to do with aggravated robbery, arson, unaliving. So this is, yet another violent offender that she is choosing to get married to.
The first 4 pictures are Isaiah Gonzalez. He is husband number 2. He is currently incarcerated. He is in there for aggravated robbery, and arson.
I'm not sure. I will have to look into it, whether or not her and Isaiah are still legally married as of right now. But we need to talk about the Jessie saga, because the Jessie saga is one of her most well-known kind of storylines. This guy, Jesse, he's in prison. They start dating. They do not get married. He's dating her from prison. He gets released. They date out in the free world. And she is totally obsessed with this guy, calling him her husband, even though they are not married.
Oh, tell Jesse to tat your face on him. I don't need my face tatted on Jesse. I'm good.
I don't need a tattoo to symbolize what I am to my husband, as long as I know where I stand with my husband. Me and my husband know what we have going on. He's using me. What is he using me for? What is he using me for?
Well, shortly after his release, he dumped her. And then she went on live stream in order to collect sympathy, showing text messages and saying, oh, he took advantage of me. Oh my gosh, this is not what I thought.
Parents, I will not allow you to talk crazy to your mom. I'm sorry. I wish I had my mom still. So it gets me aggravated when I witness someone, but you're blessed to have your parents still married and living together. And they truly do love you and your kids. So babe, don't be like that to them. I love you, mamas. I can't wait to hold you in my arms. Then May 29th, these are all out of whack. He was like, I just got here to Hughes. I'll call you once they house me, baby girl. I love you, mamas. On May 24th, he said, damn, babe, I miss your voice already. I hope this is just a one-day situation. I love hearing your smooth voice. Just know that I love you, Ashley, and I can't wait to see you in 7 days. Don't ever let him make y'all feel like he never cared for me or loved me, because his messages say otherwise.
But she was so infatuated with this guy, she decided, instead of just saying, let me cut my losses, let me move on. Supposedly there's all of these inmates that are lined up to talk to you. Instead of letting it go, she decided to insert the fake pregnancy and child loss storyline into her saga. Now, I want to say, I know that mental health is always at play and you never know what someone's been through. But if you are able to go through this and fake a pregnancy and fake child loss, and it's pretty much proven that it was all fake, just in order to keep a guy in your life, you need to seek help. That's really sad. And there is no reason to come on social media and lie about something that is so sensitive and affects so many people every single year. And people that go through this, it stays with them for the rest of their lives. And then you have people like Ash that are using it as a way to try to keep a man, get sympathy, get clicks, keep people interested in her TikTok drama situation. When she initially announced this pregnancy, of course, her audience, some of them already having broken trust and calling things into question, they would ask her, is this real? Like, can you prove that it's real? Because we're kind of like a little iffy about this. She would not show the pregnancy test, and she would say things like, y'all don't matter, you're nobody to me, even though these people are literally paying her bills. I don't owe you anything, y'all have to wait. And y'all have to wait is kind of a phrase that she uses a lot, and it'll be used when people want answers. She will refuse it and then say you have to wait.
I'm gonna answer yes or no if I'm pregnant. That's not what I'm gonna do. You're gonna have to wait. Y'all are not anybody important to me. So for me to just sit here and say, no, I'm not pregnant. Yes, I'm pregnant. Y'all are not important to me. I don't even know you.
The pregnancy test. I know they want me to show it. I'm not going to, though. They'll have to wait.
Actually, about some pregnancy or something like that. You were pregnant, Ash. Do you want to speak a little bit about that?
I don't want to put nothing on Jesse, to be honest, because then he's going to get some freaking clout, and I don't want to put no clout on nobody else, to be honest.
So, but they're saying that there's a fake pregnancy or though. What's that about, though?
It was not fake. It was not fake. But like I said, I went to the hospital, and that was that. I told Jesse that I wanted nothing to do with him, and yeah.
So you drink,
Okay, I'm doing this thing.
right?
Yeah, what time is it? Yeah.
You're gonna click a pregnancy, right, Panchito?
Fonzie, really, Fonzie, you're contradicting yourself, bro. I stopped drinking when I knew.
No, you
like,
did not.
yes, I did. I didn't drink for freaking 3 or 4 weeks, Fonzie. And I didn't have my first drink until this past weekend.
Ash.
No, it's true.
No. Look, just admit you're a liar, fool, and I'll leave you alone.
I'm not. No, you are. You are.
Admit it.
You
I'll leave you
are.
alone.
No, you are.
Some of her audience that initially was like, okay, well, she doesn't have to show us a pregnancy test. Let's just, leave that alone. The annoyance grew from her fans when 1 minute she's saying she's pregnant, she saw a doctor, blah, 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 but then she's talking about consuming alcohol. And she's saying things like she wasn't sure if she was pregnant and she would stop drinking once she knew she was. But you already said you were. And now you're talking about consuming alcohol and not stopping until you know you are. But I thought you already knew you were. Do you see like how like nothing is straightforward with her? Nothing is just factual.
I won't drink past, like, once I find out if I'm pregnant, I'm not drinking no more. Once I find out for sure if I'm pregnant, I'm not drinking. I am off of it for 9 months. Are you planning on keeping the baby if you're pregnant? If I'm pregnant, I am planning on keeping the baby.
Then she comes out and says that she lost the baby because of stress.
Ever pregnant? Yes, unfortunately I was. But the stress gets to you. So unfortunately I was very sad, but I was happy at the same time.
Now a lot of people did not believe her. And here's the whole thing with the pregnancy thing. I can understand why people thought that it was all fake and made up. But can I say for certain that it was? I can't say 110%. But seeing what I've seen from Ashley, I think this is somebody that literally would shrivel up if they were not getting attention. Now, after the Jesse situation kind of cooled down a little bit, the pregnancy loss thing, that all cooled down. She moved on to a new inmate named Francisco. Francisco was the inmate that got a lot of people talking and a lot of people very upset because his unalived victims were 2 teenage girls. And Ashley would go on live stream where she said herself 2,300 people were watching, and she would mock them, laugh at it, and call him innocent.
2.3K people watching you right now. 2.3K people watching.
Oh my gosh. I'm just saying, I mean, I'm just going to share honest. I mean, you want to take the time of your day to actually get to know me personally, right? Instead of somebody else painting a picture of me, like, you don't like me. I have the energy to get advice.
No, I don't need them to like you. I don't need them to like you, sir.
Oh my gosh, I'm just saying, like, I don't need them to like you. They're hella funny.
Guys, he's innocent, and I don't care what y'all say, what y'all think, he's innocent. And y'all are gonna see that. And when he becomes...
What are they commenting?
And yeah, they were like, oh, he's not innocent, he's dumb, this and that. Oh my God, they said, honestly, rip to those who lost their lives. That's why it's funny. Because y'all are sitting there making it seem like some man is guilty of that when he had nothing to do with that. So that's why it's so funny, because y'all are blaming somebody that's innocent. Like, y'all don't even know the whole freaking story, bro. Just because somebody has that charge does not mean that they were with the kid. Does not mean that the kid was like 5 years old, you guys, because it could be a teenager lying about their age.
And basically say that, you know, this is all fun and games. This guy's not even guilty, even though, you know, his literal DNA was at the crime scene. Like, he was guilty. She's sitting there doing this, having 2 teen girls herself, laughing and mocking at victims. Now, moving on to Ashley's parenting for a second. Her parenting has been one of the topics that has been so widely discussed because it is so unhinged the way that this woman operates. She will spend thousands of dollars on designer handbags, trips to Disney, which she did not take her kids when she went to Disney, and justified that later.
I didn't take them to Disney. I've said this before. If you were not on that live, I'm sorry you weren't there. But I did not take them to Disney because my kids do not fly. And they had school. My kids had just started school, like a couple weeks before. And I couldn't take them. Or else I would have, to be honest. And I really wanted to take them. I felt so bad, but I FaceTimed them the whole time I was there. I was FaceTiming them, sending them pictures. I bought a whole bunch of stuff for them. I FaceTimed my nephews. So yeah, my niece, like my parents. I FaceTimed everybody. I was enjoying that with them. So I never once left them out. But they had school. If I would have made them miss school because I took them to Disney, then y'all would have thought I was a bad mom. But I was a bad mom in reality because my kids didn't go with me. So
spends money on lip injections, her nails, all of this stuff, while her children are sleeping on an air mattress the nights that they are at her house, which is not full time because they also spend time at their grandparents' house, because in my opinion, she's just an unfit parent. And she probably likes it that way.
it has a cup holder and it has a charging port. But yeah, it's bigger than me, you guys. And it's like a closet. It was $500, you guys, for one syringe. And she did top and bottom. I paid $500. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I'm gonna have 2 phone numbers. I have 2 phone lines right now. That one and...
On it!
I literally just opened it.
I want that phone so bad. I just got it from my daughter, but the small
I'm
one.
gonna have 2 phone lines, so this one and this one.
Yeah. That's lit, girl. That's a dope phone. That phone is fire.
I am so excited. I finally got the 16.
And then she shows off these alleged $690 sunglasses.
I don't like the gap. So I'm gonna get braces. It's not that big of a gap, but I don't like it.
I see, you know?
And then my kids' room, but they don't stay with me.
She briefly shows the kids' room where you can see the blow-up mattress.
No. And then my restroom, and then my room.
She also has a really long history of ignoring her daughter's needs and their emotions because she is putting TikTok battles above her own children. She will, one day there was like a mysterious car that was driving around her house. She called the police, and the police came to her house, talked to her children, and Ashley was literally battling on TikTok when the police officers were standing in her house. Like, you're saying your safety is at risk and you're still streaming when police are in your home and you're allowing them to talk to your kids.
Go guys, double it. Double it, double it, double it, double it, double it.
Yeah, but how far are we from him?
Go. Daddy. Double it, guys, double it. Heather. Double it.
How old do you think? Was she like in her?
She was in her 30s, I think. Or 30s or 30s.
Double it. Go guys, go.
Chat, Ashley's gangster. She's really bad. She's crazy. She's crazy, chat. Guys, how much do we need to pass J-Hop, bro?
There was one time where Ashley was streaming and her daughter was getting very upset by the comments that were coming in. And instead of cutting off the stream and consoling her daughter, she basically just, totally dismissed what her daughter was going through and continued streaming. And that's a very obvious pattern with Ashley. She will not cut the stream to care for her own kids. Whether it's medical, emotional, mental, whatever it is, streaming and battling comes first.
Hold on. Get some napkins. Hey, girl.
Hey, what you doing?
So, I'm going to try and do a couple battles with you.
Huh?
But my little one is really sick.
She's sick?
She's so sick. She just threw up all over herself, and I might have to take her to the hospital.
No, if you can't play, then that's okay.
I was on live because I was getting ready.
Yeah.
And then she yells for me, and she's like, "Mom!"
It's the flu going around. Of course it is.
Well, her asthma's acting up. She can't breathe right now either. So I've been having her on breathing treatments and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Are you gonna get off right now?
I probably will, just to check on her, make sure she's okay, and I don't have to take her to the hospital.
Absolutely. Okay.
I'll text you.
Okay, girlie. I'll see you.
She often will antagonize people and tell them to pull up. And there was one person that, I think her name was Tampa Bay, B-A-E. She did pull up. She went to Ashley's house.
Get the fuck outside.
Run the center.
Here's my thing. When you're sitting on a live stream antagonizing and riling up people, inviting them to come to your home, your address has already been leaked, and your kids are at home, with you part of the time. They sleep there 4 nights a week. That is extremely upsetting, that you would be willing to put the safety of your kids' home at risk because you want to troll and antagonize people on TikTok. Now, aside from all of that, I know that was a whirlwind. Ashley, especially recently, has been exhibiting a lot of unhealthy, she's got a very unhealthy relationship with alcohol, and her alcohol consumption on TikTok Live has kind of spiraled a lot. And not only is she severely under the influence when she's doing these live streams, she will also partake in NSFW actions with other TikTokers during live streams that, number one, a lot of this stuff should have gotten her banned by now. And secondly, her daughters are in the next room watching these streams sometimes while she is inappropriately engaging with young men that are barely 18.
You belong behind bars, Ashley Trevino. You are a predator. After what happened last night, you need to be behind bars. Here's another thing. What do you think she's licking? Ashley Trevino, you need to be locked the up for what you did last night. First of all, that kid just said he was 19 years old last January. He looks like a child. The fact that you sat there last night doing the things that you did with what looks like a child, number one. You sat on live and with yourself. I honestly can't even believe that I'm saying this. While your minor children were watching your live, you truly need to be locked up and on a registry. And then you go even further. Once you get bananas for all the actual talk and with yourself on live, you go to IG where you then do what I showed in the beginning and expose yourself to thousands of people watching that include minors because your kids were watching. You are truly the foulest of the foul. You really have crossed the line at this point, and your poor kids are so embarrassed and so traumatized from your actions. I hope to God they get so far away from you and they are able to live a happy, safe life so far from you. Shame on you, Ashley. You truly deserve to be in jail for what you did. Exposing yourself in the way that you did on live, where you know your minor kids were watching, but you truly didn't give a. You are so. Tonight, anybody who goes online and battles that woman, who goes live with her, I hope you are canceled so fast, because anybody who could continue to sit there and battle with her, sit next to her for 2 seconds after what she did last night, exposing her kids to what she did, that says everything we need to know about you. So anyone who goes live with her, I hope.
There's a lot to this situation, but I wanted to kind of just like briefly hit on some of the things that I've come across. I will have a more in-depth video coming, but when I say that there's so many things that have happened with her, like I said, I'm not exaggerating. And if y'all know of Ash and you have thoughts, drop them down below. And if y'all have like video links or anything, you can send them to me on Instagram or in my email, and I will save those for an upcoming video. But you know, I don't like just throwing around the term bad parent, bad mom, bad dad. But unfortunately, on social media, it just kind of feels like there are so many to choose from. There are so many to choose from because these people put views and clicks over protecting their kids, you know, shielding their children from the internet as a whole, all of the things. Because at the end of the day, it always comes down to money, unfortunately. But anyway, I need to move on with my day. For now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.